Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, English by the Gargantuan. In today's video, we are going to be looking at phrasal verbs. If you have not subscribed to this channel, I beg you in God's name, subscribe to it now. After subscribing, make sure you turn on the notification icon so that anytime we post a new video, you will be notified. Also, like and share this video. Make sure you like and share this video so that others can see it and learn from it. Let us have a short break for now. When we return, we are going to jump right in. Cracking use of English. This book will make you perform excellently in the English language, also called Use of English. You can get a copy of this book, Cracking Use of English, from the author by calling him or chatting with him on WhatsApp via 090-1392-9511. I say it again, 090-1392-9511. What are you waiting for? Go and get your copy now. You are welcome back. Remember, in this video, we are looking at phrasal verbs. But what is a phrasal verb? Let me help you. A phrasal verb is a phrase. It is a phrase that is got from the combination of a verb and a preposition. A verb and a preposition. For example, look into. A verb and an adverb. For example, break down. Break down. Or a verb, an adverb, and a preposition. A verb, an adverb, and a preposition. For example, put up with. Any phrase that is got or formed from the combination of a verb and a preposition, a verb and an adverb, or a verb, an adverb, and a preposition is what we call a phrasal verb. I believe that is understood. In an examination, a phrasal verb will be used in a sentence. Of course, options will be provided you with. You will be required to choose the option that contains the correct meaning for that particular phrasal verb. In case you didn't know, every phrasal verb has a meaning. There is a meaning for every phrasal verb. You are expected to go learn as many phrasal verbs as possible and their meanings. You can also be given a question in an examination. A gap will be provided you with in the question. You will be asked to fill the gap in the question with the correct or appropriate phrasal verb. In that situation, you first of all have to know the meaning the question carries, because it is the meaning the question carries that determines the phrasal verb to fill the gap in the question. At this point, let us look at some examination questions under phrasal verbs so that you will understand much or a lot better. Question 1, it reads, the bridge connecting the two cities was dashed by the enemy. Option A, blown off. Option B, blown up. Option C, blown away. And option D, blown down. If you look at this question, you will find out that it implies the bridge connecting the two cities was exploded by the enemy. Anytime you mean to explode something or to destroy something with a bomb or other explosives, use the phrasal verb blow up. Blow up. It is the phrasal verb blow up that means to explode something or destroy something with a bomb or other explosives. So if you look at the options, you will find out that the only correct option is option B, blown up. So that the question reads, the bridge connecting the two cities was blown up by the enemy. What you need to take note of here is the phrasal verb blow up means to explode something or destroy something with a bomb or other explosives. I believe that is understood. Let us look at the next question. Question 2. It reads, the project dash because of lack of funds. Option A, fell down. Option B, fell out. Option C, fell away. And option D, fell through. If you look at this question, you will find out that it implies all the plans made concerning the project failed or were unsuccessful. Whenever you mean to fail to happen or to be unsuccessful, use the phrasal verb fall through, fall through, fall through. It is the phrasal verb fall through that means to fail to happen or to be unsuccessful. So anytime an English question implies to fail to happen or to be unsuccessful, the gap in the question should be filled with the phrasal verb fall through. If you look at the options, you will find out that the only correct option is option D, fell through. So that the question reads, the project fell through because of lack of funds. I believe this is understood. What you have to learn here is the phrasal verb fall through means to fail to happen or to be unsuccessful. Let us look at the next question. Question 3. It reads, they tried to dash the people's ignorance. Option A, cash in on. Option B, cash in under. Option C, cash in against. And option D, cash in with. If you look at this question, you will find out that it implies they tried to take advantage of the people's ignorance. They tried to take advantage of the people's ignorance. Anytime you mean to take advantage of something in order to make money, that is, to exploit a situation, then use the phrasal verb cash in on. It is the phrasal verb cash in on that means to take advantage of something in order to make money or to exploit a situation. If you look at the options, you will find out that the only correct option is option A, cash in on. So that the question reads, they tried to cash in on the people's ignorance. What you have to learn here is, what you have to take note of here is, the phrasal verb cash in on means to take advantage of something in order to make money or to exploit a situation. Let us look at the next question. Question 4. It reads, always remember to dash the lights before leaving the room. Option A, put off. Option B, put out. Option C, call off. And option D, switch off. If you look at this question, you will find out that it implies always remember to turn off the lights before leaving the room. Whenever you mean to turn off lights by operating a switch or control, always use the phrasal verb switch off. Switch off. Switch off. The phrasal verb switch off means to turn off lights by operating a switch or control. So if you look at the options, you will find out that the only correct option is option D, switch off. So that the question reads, always remember to switch off the lights before leaving the room. Please note that the phrasal verb put off does not in any way mean to turn off lights. Put off as a phrasal verb means to postpone. It means to postpone or shift to a later date. For example, the meeting has been put off, and it means the meeting has been postponed or shifted to a later date. On the other hand, the phrasal verb call off means to end or cancel. It means to end or cancel. For example, the strike action has finally been called off. That means the strike action has finally been ended or cancelled. Finally, the phrasal verb put out means to extinguish. It means to extinguish, though it has other meanings. One of the meanings for put out as a phrasal verb is extinguish. For example, please put out the fire, and it means extinguish the fire. Put out the candle. In summary, put off as a phrasal verb means to postpone. Call off as a phrasal verb means to end or cancel. Put out as a phrasal verb has different meanings, and one of the meanings is extinguish. But if you mean to turn off light by operating a switch or control, use the phrasal verb switch off. I believe that is understood. Let us look at the next question. Question 5. It reads, I don't think she should be so easily taken in by his pretenses. Option A, flattered. Option B, deceived. Option C, overcome. And option D, troubled. If you look at this question, you will find out that they have underlined a phrasal verb, and the phrasal verb is taken in. They want us to choose the option that contains the correct or appropriate meaning for the phrasal verb taken in. In case you didn't know, to be taken in as a phrasal verb means to be deceived, or tricked. It means to be deceived or tricked. Whenever you are deceived or tricked by somebody or something, that is, you are caused to believe something that is not true, then we say you have been taken in by that person or by that thing. So if you look at the options, you will find out that the only correct option is option B, deceived. So that the question implies, I don't think she should be so easily deceived by his pretenses. What you have to learn here is to be taken in by somebody or something means to be deceived or tricked by that person or by that thing. That is, you are caused to believe something that is not true. I beg you in God's name, do not confuse taken in for taken aback. In case you didn't know, the phrasal verb taken aback means to be surprised, shocked, or disconcerted. Disconcerted. If you are surprised, shocked, or disconcerted, then we say you have been taken aback. I believe this is understood. Let us look at the next question number. Question 6. It reads, we could not put up with his terrible disposition. Option A, tolerate. Option B, control. Option C, deal with. And option D, exterminate. If you look at this question, you will find out that they have underlined a phrasal verb. And the phrasal verb underlined is put up with. They want us to choose the option that contains the correct or appropriate meaning for the underlined phrasal verb. In case you didn't know, the phrasal verb put up with means to tolerate. It means to endure. It means to bear. If you tolerate, you endure, or you bear, then we say you have put up with. To put up with is to tolerate, to endure, or to bear. So if you look at the options provided us with, you will find out that the only correct option is option A, tolerate. So that the question implies we could not tolerate his terrible disposition. I believe this is understood. What you have to learn here, what you have to take note of here is the phrasal verb put up with means to tolerate, to endure, or to bear. Please note that the phrasal verb look up to means to admire, to respect, or to hold in high esteem. To hold in high esteem. If you look up to somebody, it means you admire the person, you respect the person, or you hold the person in high esteem. To look up to is to admire, to respect, or to hold in high esteem. So do not confuse look up to for put up with. Put up with means to tolerate, to endure, or to bear. But look up to means to admire, to respect, or hold in high esteem. Please note that the opposite of the phrasal verb look up to is look down on. Look down on. The phrasal verb look down on means to disrespect. Disrespect. It means to disrespect or regard as inferior or unworthy. There is a phrasal verb as look in on. In case you didn't know, look in on as a phrasal verb means to visit. It means to visit or check on somebody, often briefly and informally. So if you visit or check on somebody, often briefly and informally, then we say you have looked in on the person. In summary, look down on means to disrespect or regard as inferior or unworthy. Look in on means to visit or check on somebody, often briefly and informally. Put up with means to tolerate, to endure, or to bear, while look up to is the opposite of look down on, and it means to admire, respect, or hold in high esteem. This is where we are going to end the video. I believe you enjoyed the class. If you enjoyed the class, then like and share the video so that others can see it and learn from it. Please note that this is not the end of phrasal verbs. This is just part 1 of phrasal verbs. We will look at part 2 of phrasal verbs in no distant time. Watch out for part 2 of phrasal verbs. For now, take care of yourselves.